Well, welcome to another video. My PA trapping season's been going for a couple weeks now, and if you watch any of my other videos, I've been showing you some catches, a bunch of fox and a few coons too. And I wanted to show you the #1 set I'm using right now. Almost all, if not all, the critters I've caught have been caught in this kind of set. And that's one of the most popular kind of sets, really a dirt hole set. It's really simple, very effective, and it's really my favorite kind of set for catching canines. So right here I've got a Duke #2 Dogless there. Great trap for, well actually this is a Bridger #2 Dogless, I'm sorry. They look both about the same, but they're both really good canine traps, have a big kill area, big pan. Ooh, see if I can catch myself in. I've already got, one of the most important things when you're trapping canines is to make sure you're on the location. They aren't going to find your sets if you aren't setting where all the animals are going to be walking, right? So I'm right here, you can see this field edge right here. There's a field edge right behind you and a road that comes out. I'll show you that location a little better when I'm done putting this set in. Yeah, I got my trap set. I'm using earth anchors. I'm down here by the river. This ground's pretty soft, so I like to use earth anchors down here. And I've already got my hole drilled. Used a dirt hole auger. Already got that drilled. Figured didn't need to see that. It's kind of, you know, maybe at a 45, a little less right in there. I've got my hammer. You can get my trap bed dug. And this good soft river ground really is nice for digging trap beds and setting traps. So much easier than if you have to deal with a lot of rocks or whatever. But when I'm digging my trap bed, I kind of like to think of it like I'm like half of a Nerf football, you know, right in the ground, just kind of bowl shaped, and I dig out a little spot in the bottom for my chain to go. And with digging it out bowl shaped, I think that's a little better because, you know, just the sides of the trap are sitting in here. It's really easy to get it good and solid in the ground. And also there's a place to put your chain, and if it rains, the water can drain down in there, and then your trap can stay working. But I've got that dug out pretty good. Sometimes I can just throw these right down in, but it looks like I'm gonna have to hammer it in. I like to give them a little twist, a little wiggle, so that comes out in there. That earth anchor is solid in the ground, nothing's pulling that out. I've got my spot to put my chain down in there. Now I just have to fit my trap in there. And then a lot of people worry about pan covers or pan plugs, and you know, I don't really think it's necessary in most cases, especially with these dogless traps. That pan's so big that I really don't have an issue with dirt getting underneath there, and even if a little bit does, the trap still fires, so I don't really worry about that. If I'm using a trap with a smaller pan, I might throw a leaf or something over it, but even then I don't worry a whole lot about it. So here I'll use my dirt that I dug out from my trap bed. I might have to grab a little more, but sift this right over my trap. I'll grab a little more right here. Got my trap completely covered up. I don't know how well you can see it. I'll try to show you it a little better when I'm done. But just kind of sift it out, blend it in, make it look natural. Sometimes I'll put a little bit of grass over there. You want to be careful not to get anything too big over there that's going to affect the draws, but I think that's pretty good. Now, and that's really about it for making the set. I'll throw my extra dirt right over there, take my gloves off, and I'll put a little bait down in the hole and lure it. What I've got for bait here is just some cut up chunks of beaver meat. Nothing, I don't think bait really matters that much. Don't need that much. I don't think, you know, I've bought commercial bait before, but I don't really see any point in spending my money on that commercial bait because I think this works just as well. All you want is just something they're going to want to eat down there in that hole. And I trap beavers all winter and spring, so I've got plenty of beaver meat. And the lure is what's going to draw them to your set. The bait is just to keep them there and make them dig at that hole. One of my favorite lures here is Apocalypse long distance call. I get that from Southern Snares and Supply. I've caught a lot of fox and a few coyotes on this. So I got a big bottle of it this year, big 4-ounce bottle. I'll just put a little bit of that on a stick. And I like to put it right there on the backing. Sometimes I'll put it in the hole, but I like to get it up out of the ground a little bit. I think that scent disperses a little better. And yeah, I don't typically put urine on the dirt hole sets. I don't really think that's necessary. I mean, you can if you want, but I have good luck without it. So that's about it for the set making. Just gonna make it look like I wasn't here. I'll give you a little better look at that. I don't know how well you can see that. There's that dirt hole right there. And then here's my location. There's the field edge. There's that trail that comes out. And then you can see that other field edge goes up there. I'm in a corner of a big cornfield. So yeah, there should be some fox and coyote moving through here in the next few days. Hopefully I'll be able to show you the catches.